Join me as I try to uncover the painful truth that brought Jonathan McReynolds to tears. Can I handle the emotional roller coaster? Jonathan McReynolds is a name synonymous with soul-stirring performances and lyrics that speak directly to the heart. As a prominent figure in the gospel music scene, his music has touched countless lives, offering solace, hope, and inspiration. But behind the scenes, McReynolds has been navigating a complex emotional landscape, one that's about to take a dramatic turn. At just 35 years old, award-winning gospel singer Jonathan McReynolds has captivated millions with his soul-stirring voice and inspiring lyrics. But no one saw this coming. In a moment caught on camera, Jonathan suddenly breaks down in uncontrollable tears. Not during a performance, not on stage, but in the middle of a shocking live confession that left fans stunned and the gospel world shaken. What happened? Why now? And what dark secret has finally come to light after all these years? Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear changes everything. Jonathan McReynolds, a name synonymous with raw honesty, powerful worship, and a voice that can break chains, has always been viewed as one of gospel music's most humble and transparent artists. But what unfolded recently has taken transparency to an entirely new level. In a moment that no one expected, Jonathan sat down during a live podcast appearance and revealed something that silenced the room. His voice cracked, his hands trembled, and then the tears came. Not for performance, not for sympathy, but from a place so deep that fans immediately knew. This was real. They were lifelines for people battling addiction, depression, confusion, and shame. His voice was different. His message was revolutionary. And by the time he released Make Room and People, Jonathan had cemented his place in gospel history, not because he followed tradition, but because he fearlessly challenged it. But here's where it gets deeper. While his lyrics preached transparency, behind the scenes, Jonathan was quietly battling personal demons he never fully shared with the public. He hinted at them, talking about spiritual warfare, isolation, and temptation, but fans had no idea just how much pain he was carrying off camera. And recently, during a soul-bearing conversation on a faith-based podcast, Jonathan finally cracked. He didn't flinch. He didn't dodge. He broke down. Tears streamed down his face as he said, "I've helped so many people heal, but I never gave myself permission to heal. I've been singing from a wound, not a scar." You could hear a pin drop. Even the hosts were visibly shaken. And that's when the real story began to unravel. The pressures of fame can be overwhelming, especially in a genre where spiritual authenticity is paramount. The weight of expectation, the constant scrutiny, and the demand for new and meaningful content can take a toll on even the strongest individuals. It's a delicate balance between staying true to one's art and meeting the commercial demands of the music industry. For gospel artists, there's an added layer of responsibility, as their music is often seen as a source of spiritual guidance and comfort. The stress of living up to these expectations can be crushing, leading to feelings of isolation and disconnection. McReynolds' rise to fame wasn't overnight. It was a journey marked by dedication, passion, and a deep-seated desire to share his gift with the world. His early days were filled with struggle and perseverance, but it was his authenticity and vulnerability that set him apart. Through his music, McReynolds has always been open about his experiences, sharing snippets of his life and faith in ways that resonate deeply with his audience. This openness has created a sense of intimacy with his fans, who feel like they're walking alongside him on his spiritual journey. As McReynolds navigated the complexities of fame, he faced challenges that tested his resolve and faith. There were moments of doubt, fear, and uncertainty, but it was in these moments that he found the strength to push forward. His music became a reflection of his growth, a testament to the power of resilience and faith in the face of adversity. But despite his success, the pressures of the industry continued to mount, setting the stage for a moment that would change everything. The moment of truth came when a painful revelation shook McReynolds to his core, forcing him to confront the depths of his emotional pain. It's a moment that would leave him visibly shaken, breaking down in tears as the weight of his struggles became too much to bear. The authenticity of his response resonated deeply with his audience, who were moved by his vulnerability. In that moment, McReynolds wasn't just a performer, he was a human being overwhelmed by the trials of life. The impact of McReynolds' emotional breakdown was profound, sparking a conversation about mental health and emotional honesty in the music industry. It highlighted the importance of acknowledging our struggles, rather than hiding behind a mask of strength. For McReynolds, it was a turning point, a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there's power in vulnerability. In the end, Jonathan McReynolds' story serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of mental health and emotional honesty. It's a call to prioritize our well-being, to be open about our struggles, and to find strength in our vulnerability. If you or someone you know is struggling, don't be afraid to reach out and seek help. What are your thoughts on Jonathan McReynolds' emotional breakdown? Share your reflections in the comments below. If you're interested in exploring more stories about artists and their journeys, check out my previous video where I delve into the challenges faced by another gospel star. Thanks for the watching and subscribes.